This video is sponsored by Dibbly Create. More about them later in the video. Artificial intelligence seems to be all anyone talks about these days, whether a proponent or a detractor. Now, while I'm not the biggest fan of the hype beasts in our business who place unrealistic expectations on generative AI, I'm certainly not in the opposition. Generative AI can play a massive role in cutting down work time as an indie author so you can focus on the aspects you like most in your business. Let's face it. Indie authors have to wear dozens of hats in their business, including writer, editor, marketer, promoter, copywriter, networker, graphic designer. The list goes on. And the less earnings you get from your books, the less you have to invest in your business. Therefore, the more roles you assume. It can be overwhelming as it is, but add to it the time managing all those roles. It's nearly insurmountable for even the savviest of authors. Now, I'm not implying you should have AI write your next book, nor am I saying that you'll become an overnight millionaire using AI. What I am saying is AI can help you where you need it most, so you can invest your time in the aspects you love about being an author. Let's look at 10 ways AI can 10x your publishing business today. Full disclosure, this is a sponsored video where I'll showcase various features of Dibbly Create, the cloud-based word processing tool with AI integration. Get an all-access pass for 7 days to Dibbly Create's professional plan when you visit my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/dibblycreate. Feel free to follow along with me, and you can also get access to all the following examples when you visit dalelinks.com/10x. Yeah, you get to see each example. Let's get to it. Authors have tons of grammar correction tools at their disposal. The options are nearly endless. The issue with most grammar checking tools is that they're a one-trick pony. With AI, you can easily proof your content and rewrite any sticky or awkward sentences. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't stand when I'm editing a long manuscript only to get stuck on one sentence. And sometimes trying to correct or rewrite one sentence is like pulling the thread on a sweater. Once you pull, the sweater falls apart. So what I like to do is either highlight a sentence or an entire paragraph. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to highlight this entire paragraph. And what we'll do is we'll go down to this plus symbol, hit Kip, and we're going to ask them rewrite it. And I'll say, make the sentences shorter. All right, it's given me a suggestion. I could either try again or I can add it in like this. So we'll go ahead and I hit replace text. Ooh, such a big difference. All right, I got a passage here from one of my fiction works, and this is a first draft. So I thought, let's go ahead and dig right on into this. I'm going to do the same thing, but this time around, we're going to go in for grammar correction. I'm going to copy this, and then I'll just paste it right here onto the board. Of course, you don't always have to stick with what AI gives you for suggestions for rewriting or grammar correction. I think you'll know in your gut what makes the most sense. And if you're working with a human editor as well later on, they can always help guide you through and make sure that those were the right decisions for you to make. Now, typically, I would just overwrite this, but for the sake of sharing the output with you, I figured you can probably just go ahead and visit again this link, dalelinks.com/10x. Do you ever get writer's block, or have you ever had issues thinking about what to write next for your author brand? Tap into AI for brainstorming and spitballing ideas that grease your creative wheels and get you putting pen to paper. For brainstorming ideas, I'm going to type in /Kip and then click on Kip here, and then look at the drop-down menu and you can see brainstorm. And I've already written out a prompt, so I'm just going to drop it on in there. I need ideas for books I can write about that cover writing and self-publishing for indie authors. Great, let's see what it gives us. Wow, that was really fast. It just pumped it right out. I'm going to go ahead and insert right here, and we can look through. It gives quite a few ideas. Let's just cover a couple of them. Writing a comprehensive guidebook for indie authors covering topics such as crafting compelling storylines, developing engaging characters, and structuring effective plots. Ooh, I like that. Exploring the journey of self-publishing from the initial idea to the finished product and sharing personal experiences and insights. Creating a series of short stories that highlight the challenges and triumphs of indie authors, offering inspiration and practical advice along the way. Ooh, creative nonfiction. That is actually something I'd never thought about doing when it comes to this whole niche that I cover right now. Reviews are a powerful tool, not just for authors to refine their work, but for other authors within a given niche. When I'm researching a niche or gathering data before writing my next book, I want to see what readers thought about a popular author's book, the good and the bad. Knowing the good helps me identify what resonates most with readers. That way I lean into it. Want to please a crowd? Give them what they want. Conversely, knowing what they didn't get right helps you identify gaps in the market, positioning your book in a stronger way than the rest of the books in your niche. Rather than spending hours going through each review on a specific book, I'm just going to go ahead and take the ASIN or the ISBN that's available for it on Amazon and put it right on into here. We're going to hit KIP in the top right corner, go into research. We'll choose in-depth book analysis. We can do the number of reviews. I think 50 will probably be sufficient, but if we wanted to go to the full amount that was on there, we can always go up to like 500, but 50 will probably be plenty. We can choose the domain that we want it from, and then we're just going to drop in the ASIN right here. There is an advanced search where you can go and put in custom search queries to really narrow down what's the primary target audience, how to create differentiating content. For right now, I'm going to keep it super simple. We're just going to hit search. Okay, it's been about roughly a minute now. We can go and scroll through what we've been given here. It's going to show the cover, the name of the book. It's going to tell everything that I need to know about it, from the publication date to the customer rating. What we can do is go through and see summary reviews category. So it's going to talk about the strengths. So it provides a good overall primer for wide publishing, focuses on the importance of mindset in publishing business, includes valuable advice and tips for indie authors considering going wide. And you go into the weaknesses. It says the book is densely packed with information, making it challenging to read cover to cover. Ooh. Some readers would have preferred the book to be broken into smaller topic-specific books. The book may not be as focused on marketing tips as some readers anticipated. So what I can do is I can copy this, or I can save it to one of my notes. If you scroll down a little further, this is where it gets really interesting, because it talks about proficiency and readability, writing style aspects, themes and themes handling, engagement and emotional impact, reviewers' suggestions. That one's kind of a good one. Give them what they want. Some readers suggest breaking the book into topics. Ooh, there we go. Topics and themes, and it also gives additional keywords through short-tailed keywords as well as long-tailed keywords, and these are going to be kind of nice when you're starting to build out those keywords and say your 7 back-end keywords on KDP, or even building out your ad copy or your book description. And it shows you the competitive edge that you can get. Do you ever watch a YouTube video on 2x speed? I mean, come on, admit it. Are you using 2x speed right now watching this video? Or what about when you read a blog post? Are you skimming the content? Then save yourself the time and hassle by having AI summarize the content for you. What we'll do is go over to a specific video. So for instance, I want to learn more about how to dictate a book by my buddy Michael Aron. I'll grab the URL at the top here. We'll copy that, Control-C, and then we'll come over here to KIP, Summarizer, choose Input. We're going to choose Video, and we're going to need to paste this in here. Now, the video must have captions enabled. If it doesn't have captions, unfortunately, it won't work. Here's a nice little thing you can put in here. Include optional output. We can have blog post ideas based on this, as well as tweet ideas. So I know I love Michael's content, and it would be really kind of a cool thing to link out the information that I found through him. So let's go ahead and hit generate. So it's going to provide a summary of the video. This text is a transcript of a presentation on dictation given by Michael Aron at the 2023 AuthorTube Writing Conference. We get ideas for blog posts. So this is kind of cool. The benefits of dictation, how I increase my writing speed and productivity. Discuss the advantages of using dictation and writing, such as writing faster and improve productivity based on Michael Aron's presentation. See how we can kind of loop Michael back into things, so that way we're not just taking from him. There's other things that it gives to us as well here in tweet post ideas. Increase your writing speed and productivity with dictation. Learn the benefits and best practices from author and YouTuber Michael Aron. Unlike brainstorming, generating book ideas with AI gets a bit more specific based on the types of books you write, but let's get more granular on what we're looking for and what should align with our personal brand. All right, let's generate some nonfiction book ideas. We're just going to go ahead and hit /KIP. We'll go into the prompts library. And I've put everything underneath favorites, so it's made life easy for me so I can find exactly where I need. All right, so we're going to start out with nonfiction book ideas. Writing style, why don't we say narrative? Tone, Let's give it something humorous. We have these various ways of doing the formats. Let's go for a how-to, real examples, and storytelling. Ideas per format, leave it as is. And audience, let's say that generate. Okay, I'm going to hit insert, and you can see we got some examples here. For real examples, indie author success stories, how 10 self-published writers hit the bestseller lists. That's a pretty good one. Marketing mishaps, learning from the epic fails of self-published authors. I love that. How to, the indie author's guide to building a kick-ass author platform. Self-publishing secrets, a step-by-step guide to launching your book successfully. Cool. Behind the scenes roller coaster journey of self-publishing a bestseller. Triumphs and tribulations, inspiring tales of indie authors who beat the odds. Direct sales seem to be the talk of the town in the indie author community lately, and for good reason, with self-publishing companies terminating accounts on a whim or chipping away at your profit margins. Direct sales is a foregone conclusion for authors looking to seek independence. Now, with that independence comes a strong responsibility to better market your books with the right ad copy. Rather than copy and paste the same book description across all your content, you can create compelling ad copy that entices more buyers and sells more books. All right, let's whip together some landing page ad copy. /Kip, prompt library. We've got nonfiction book landing page. I'm going to set it as persuasive. Let's keep it professional. Put the title. I'm going to go ahead and insert the description for this real briefly, and then we're going to hit go. All right, so we can go here up here to the top. It says the name of the book, obviously, the benefits for nonfiction writers. It shows a review section. Obviously, they're going to put some generic reviews in there, so it's your duty to go and replace that. But get your copy now. It gives you a download link, gives you the order of the paperback, about the author. Interesting. I don't know how it got that. Maybe it got it from some online stuff. YouTube link, Twitter link, Instagram, placement recommendations. The book cover image, benefits, and review should be placed side by side at the top of the landing page. So it's telling you how to lay out your landing page. And that's really, really cool, especially if you have like a website like WordPress with Elementor or any number of different plugins that could help you put a landing page together. Or in some instances, if you have email marketing services, they'll have landing page templates that you can use, like MailerLite. Every author should have a website, essentially a hub for all things related to their brand. In the event an author is deplatformed, they have a backup plan, a way for readers to connect with their favorite author despite any type of issues that might arise on places like Amazon. Also, a website is great for building organic traffic to your author name and books. Add fuel to that fire through blogging, and you got yourself a recipe for increased discoverability. But what do you write about if you already did all the writing you care to do? And what's going to keep readers tuning into your content? Enter a blog series, a sequence of weblogs that are tied together cohesively, leaving readers wanting to come back for more or binge your content all at once. /Kip, prompt library, select blog series generator. We're going to go ahead for persuasive. Let's keep it conversational. And here I'm going to go ahead and put in what I would like to get accomplished with the blog series. All right, let's generate. Wow. This is super thorough. And for me to go through every last little bit would be crazy here. But let's go ahead and just hit on some of the main things here. Blog post number 1, how to write a book that sells. Awesome. Gives me an outline. Tells me the type of media I need to use or I could use, and it talks about the SEO keywords, which that right there is a game changer when it comes to doing blog posts. More about SEO keywords a little later too, because chances are likely you might already have blog posts before something like this came along. Self-publishing from manuscript to market, I love it. Gives me the outline for it, gives me the media, SEO keywords. Rinse and repeat. This goes through 5 separate posts. So this would definitely keep me for a while. I'd probably be pretty busy doing 5 posts, but I can trickle that out over the long term and it would be a big win. Remember in the last example how I had you generate a series of blog posts? Well, let's pour even more gas on the fire by organically weaving in search engine optimized keywords. Saying the right keywords will draw in more search traffic to your website, therefore increasing your website's likelihood of discoverability. Rather than guessing your way through the right keywords or using Google's autosuggest feature, Why not have AI do all the heavy lifting for you? Skip all the guesswork and you can forget having to spend time comparing one keyword over the other with Google Trends. Just have AI provide you with the best keywords for search engine optimization. /Kip. We're going to select SEO Keywords. I like persuasive. You could play around with it however you wish. Conversational. And I'm going to talk about one of my posts that I've written before. So I'm just going to put in a generic description here. I help indie authors write and publish books that sell. And I put in some information down here. Let's hit go. Wow, rapid fire. So we have some short tail SEO keywords. These are really nice. I could see some of these working as well for when I'm publishing books. This could definitely be very, very helpful, especially if I have like a tool like Publisher Rocket to cross-check it. Be a big game changer. Self-publishing tips for indie authors, effective book marketing strategies for authors. This is really great. And honestly, I didn't have to spend hours doing it or a ton of money into getting some keywords. This is a simple way of doing it. Every author hears time and again how having a social media presence helps with exposure and getting more readers. However, where do you start and what do you say? Quite a bit of your creative energy should be reserved for penning your next epic masterpiece, not toiling over the next social media post. Have AI figure out what you should say that demonstrates value and builds trust with your audience while promoting your latest book. /Kip. Go to the prompt library. Social media campaigns. Let's go for persuasive, conversational, and I'm going to enter a description here. So I filled in the description and I've put in my area of expertise and we'll hit go. Wow, look at this. It is filled up to the top. 5 different campaign ideas. So campaign idea 1, description, host a quick writing tips series. Platforms can be Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. How to accomplish: create a series of short and visually appealing posts or videos sharing valuable writing tips accompanied by captivating visuals and a call to action to check out the book for more in-depth guidance. Cool. You can see we scroll through here and it offers a variety of things. And I don't see how these wouldn't work on all platforms. Maybe this is their way of saying use these ones. So then you're spreading yourself out a little bit more and reaching more of an audience. Kind of like it. It really just, it cuts things up for you. But I would say to a certain extent, you can still be able to edit this. You can go in and take liberties. Obviously, if you're not on a platform like LinkedIn, it wouldn't make sense to go over and do LinkedIn because that's just one extra thing for you to have to do. But it is awesome that they suggest some of these things. The greatest barriers of entry to selling more books comes down to 2 critical factors: your book cover and book description. Now, I recommend leaving cover design to the professionals, though generative AI can help with creating first drafts or ideas to hand to a pro. However, writing a book description requires so much more detail and nuances. Sure, you could hire out, but why not do it yourself? Check out how AI helped me write some killer book descriptions when you watch this next video. I'll see you there.